In this video, I will talk about the reasons why you have to see the positive side to climate change. When referring to climate change are not always bad news. Not everything is disaster for the planet Earth. There is good news. It is a question that everyone is done. We must change. Most of the time is because people are not aware of what is right or what is wrong, and it is sad to see how the sky layer behind this protecting us is increasingly is behind destroyed, and people seeing this are just not realizing he has done many things that have caused such an event. It is said that the main source of greenhouse gases is the dependence on dirty fuels, which accounts for 85% of all the energy the world burns each year. Also, it's said that what bursts full around the Second World War, and therefore and the pollution that has accumulated since gone directly into the atmosphere. According to studies, the atmosphere has been breaking from previous years, and this can be checked seeing that every year there are more hot days with much higher temperatures, and therefore there are fewer cold days. This is because the atmosphere has been disintegrating tends and to leave more holes, which makes ultraviolet rays penetrate the atmosphere easily and paste directly on the floor, causing these higher temperatures. The truth is that if you do not take drastic actions about this, the temperatures could present much more change in the coming years, and will be the most affected the animals, plants, peoples, and ecosystems. It is said that after investigations, it was found the heat buildup and has the ocean, and after recent years has also significantly increased, which is why in the recent decades there have been several storms, and also because there is a lot of extra energy in the atmosphere, and there is also an increase in moisture around the world, and thus creates more droughts around the world, affecting most seriously the agricultural sector because now needs more water to produce the same. However, you can also create fires to burn stuff dry and this on the ground. This change in climate has also made that more proliferation of mosquitoes, which has created epidemics, that these epidemics affecting much the poorest people already living with puddles or wells that are created by heavy rains. As we have also increased like the likelihood that many species of plants and animals become extinct because their habitats are affected by the changing climate and cause them to move on other kind of habitat. Sometimes this change can be that the animal fail to adapt in this kind of habitats, which means that it can be extinguished. A clear example of this is that the North Pole, which by high temperatures has caused the melting of ice and makes the animals that live in that area migrate to other habitats, which in some future may cause extinctions. Globally, there are cities and countries that are threatened by possible flooding. This because the poles are melting even more and are some fuels that can make the cities are covered completely with water. Now, there is another question. Can we change? The answer is that as I had certain expectations that thought they were going to play in these years, as is wind power, which managed to exceed expectations expended for this type of energy, as our power countries worldwide have made significant progress. Also, another good news is that now you can tap more energy through solar panels and other devices, which help us more because we will not need more to exploit other resources to get it. That is why in recent years renewable energy is much cheaper than the other kind of energy. And also due to more people prefer to invest in this energy, and this energy is going to be our future and lives much more likely to invest on this energy than the fossil. There are also countries with very few economic resources that prefer to have renewable energy and to have electronic devices such as cell phones because they see renewable energy as an investment to which they can get a lot of money because in these years it has become much easier to collect this kind of energy. For this kind of energy, it helps them a lot because they practically will not have to pay for the life since they themselves will create their own energy. And the last question is that are we going to change? The truth is that uh, if the countries that have the world power, like the United States, China, and France, have proposed control measures for their next years in order to drastically reduce the pollutions from their companies as well as implementing renewable energy or renewable systems for other energy and some fuel is all clean energy. The truth is that in recent years we have advanced so much in fighting waves and researched many ways to pollute less or it is a zero. So I think that in coming years we will have to completely green war and offsite contaminations or pollutions. Since it has been seen that lately many people are drastically supporting these kind of projects because in one way or another way they want to feel less guilty of all the contamination that the planet has in these years, then it is only a matter of time for this to improve even more and hopefully achieve that the planet does not have bad consequence for this kind of contaminations.